Welcome to House Upcliff. This is your guide on the actual house itself. Okay, so what are the different paths that are available for you to follow? So for this, Upcliff has a different series of paths. So basically the paths are like how you're going to rank up. And the following paths are applicable: religions, military, or political. So if you choose the religious path, it basically just means that you're going to be able to eventually, hopefully, knight people, perform ceremonies such as like marriages, knighthood ceremonies, courthood ceremonies, coronations, whatever the case may be. Then you have the military path, which allows you to be knighted eventually and become a member of nobility through knighthood, and you can also become a commander. You can also just become. Okay, so if you become a knight, there are more subdivisions within that give you more opportunity to do stuff. And there's political, which you become a courtier eventually, and you are able to eventually become an Upcliff or to become a lady or lord in your own right through getting a holding. Same applies to the other branches, obviously, or paths, sorry. Other paths, obviously, but this just happens to be the easiest one to do that. You can always switch paths at whatever time you want, and your rank will transfer as much as it can. What are the different subdivisions? So subdivisions are like within the military and political branch, you can join other stuff to specialize in. These are going to be the set subdivisions, but that you can always create your own or join someone else created. So for the military subdivisions, you have the protectors of which isle, which are the ones that basically protect the lady or the lord. Their entire purpose is just to protect the blood of which isle, which includes the lady of the house, the heir designate, the heirs of which isle, and all of that. Then there's the Order of the Wave. The Order of the Wave is designed in entirety to travel around all the territories of Upcliff and defend it from whatever enemies we might have. Order of Witch Isle. These are designed to protect Witch Isle itself from any enemies. They're the last line of defense, whereas the Order of the Waves the first line of defense. If you join the Order of the Witch Isle, you're only going to be put into war if it's a dire situation, unless you choose to be part of the war roster for other wars. While the Order of the Wave will only be put into the Order of the Wave will be put into all wars, always. They don't really have a choice. They chose that path whenever they joined the Order of the Wave. The Order of the Merlings, that is like our religious order. So if you want to defend the religion of our house, that's what you do. And then for political, there's the Court of the Wave, which, like the Order of the Wave, is just designed to protect from all enemies. They go around Upcliff terrain and talk to all the lords of the holdings that I've appointed as the lady of the house, and talk to them, see what they want improved in the house, and also figure out who's going to war for what. The Court of Witch Isle, similar to the Order of Witch Isle, is designed to protect Witch Isle by growing our house so we have more people to protect it. The Court of the Merlings, similar to the Order of the Merlings, is a faith-based court. You just do faith stuff, you grow the faith and everything. Or you can create your own. There is more information on these because I'm not very eloquent in the handbook, or you can just ask. Who's in charge? Ultimately, the lady of the house is in charge, followed by the heir designate, which is decided based on so each heir of which isle has to create their own branch whenever they get appointed, and then the heir designate will be decided based on what heir branch is the best, basically. Not necessarily the best, because there's technically no best branch, but which is performing the best at whatever time. The Castellan is the head of the Council of Witch Isle. The Council of Witch Isle advises the Castellan and the lady on household decisions. The Blood of Witch Isle is basically the children and grandchildren of the lady of the house, and then high rankings of your chosen path. Any other information would be like, just check the handbook if you have questions, and if it's not in the handbook, ask me. Or if it's not in the handbook, just look again at the handbook because it's probably there. Thank you for joining, and I hope you enjoy our house.